welcome back, guys. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I want to make a little video real quick about these. I think I have covered these a little bit in another video in the past, but it's an inline heavy-duty 12-volt DC fuse is essentially what it's marketed as. And point blank, don't buy this, don't use it for anything. So my inspiration for this video is from Will Prowse, and if you know anything solar, if you're online, anything off-grid energy, anything, Will Prowse, DIY solar, he mentioned these in a video he did recently covering cheap breakers you can buy online for solar, covering the cheap ones. And one of the things in his video is he tested that most of these actually are effective in his tests, and he put heat guns on them, showing them overheating and the breaker capacity things and stuff like that. And it's a good video. But the reason I'm doing this is because of what is not covered and what's missed. And again, do not buy these, okay? Get a real breaker. If you value your life, if you value anything, if you've got hooked up to something, if you're looking for safety, this is not it. Do not buy this. I'm not trying to capitalize off of Will Prowse. I watch his stuff. I've been a follower of his for years and years, and I commented on his video asking him to cover this if he can. And hopefully he will, because he has a much larger audience than I do. But we're going to dive into this, and let me show you the problem. So let's go to the workbench. What we have is this multimeter is set for connectivity. You touch the ends, that means electric is flowing through from one pin to the next, okay? Continuity, that's what that's called. It means electricity is flowing through. Okay, so we're going to take this, and this is one of these breakers, okay? And this is in, out, or vice versa, whichever way you do it. But we're going to this side and across here. And you see there's no beep because the breaker is off. There's no continuity, there's no electric flowing. Reset the breaker, you hear it snap, there we go. Put this into here, and here. You hear that beep? Okay, that is because there's continuity. The breaker has reset, electric flow has been restored. Again here. Now it's off, and that's how they should work. Testing our brake. This is still good? Okay. Now, we have two more to show you. And this, if you look at this one, this is reset, this is tripped. So we'll come in here, move this one out of the way for a second. See that? It does not reset. No matter what you do, it does not reset. This has failed. Okay? That means this has failed, no electricity goes through. So when you come across here, this should not beep, you should not have continuity. But look, you do have continuity. So even though this breaker has failed, in the open position, you still have electric flow, which means you can get shocked, you can get hurt, this can start a fire and burn your house down, burn your van down, whatever. This is very bad. I'll flip this over. You can see there's two screws there. Those two screws are also hot. So I want to open this up because I've never seen inside one of these before. Second screw didn't want to come out. It's like it's, I don't know. So it doesn't want to come out. So we're taking pliers. That's put in with 4 pins, metal pins, and we're going to manhandle this. I already wiggled it a little bit off screen, but you can see it's opening up. We'll look into here, and here you can see metal arcing. see that? Metal's been arcing in here, okay? And there's a piece of red plastic in there. And this is the top. Turn, push to reset. What you have inside here, you also see arcing into here. And if you look, you may be able to tell this is bent and concaved and warped. And if you look at this pin, really crooked. Looks like it should be straight up, like this. Can you hear that? But this here should go in. Looks like it melts. This goes onto here, and when you flip the breaker, this disconnect, pulls it back. But there's your breaker piece, or reset button, or disconnect button. This here, where did it go? This looks like this melted, and that would cause the failure. The problem is that it melted closed with electric going through it. So whatever caused it to melt, this failed and could have caused a fire. So it's not designed or engineered to fail in a fail-safe manner. Means if it fails disconnected. These are not designed for fail-safe. Do not use them. They're dangerous. I sacrificed the second one because the pieces, when I opened this, everything just exploded out. This one I managed to get to come apart intact. And this actually is a second piece. Hold everything in place. Wiggle this off. Okay. Take this off. Then when you take the cover piece, it doesn't explode. Okay. So these are the internal components, and this is your breaker mechanism, and this is your reset button. Reset button sits in here. Okay, so when you press this button, I'm going to turn this back. Let me turn this back. Okay, so we've turned this back. It's taking a minute. Okay, just set that on gently. Here you go. When you press the reset button, hold this so it doesn't go, it pushes this here. When this pushes, S24 Ultra camera doesn't seem to be working very well on focusing, does it? Anyways, when you push this button, it goes here. When you flip this back to reset it, it lifts that back up. That's your mechanism. Goes up and down to reach the connector under here. So what happens here is this piece fails, it breaks, it melts, whatever it does. This is down in here. When that disconnects, this piece falls down onto the electric connector. Because remember, off is lifting it up. Okay, so something happens here. This collapses down into there, and you're stuck in the on state. Not the off state. Bad design. To summarize, this little melted piece right here, where this failed in a closed circuit, where it should fail in an open circuit, this little piece of plastic right here in van life could kill you. Could burn your rig down. If you have this in a house, in a cabin, in a whatever, this little thing right here could kill you. Could burn your building down, could burn your house down, could destroy your whole system. I implore you, Don't use these for anything. Some people say, oh, we only use those for cars and for amps and this, that, and the other in your car. You want your car to burn up? Don't use these. I'm hoping that Will cover this because he can do it more professionally and better than I can. But the point is, don't buy them. All right, see you guys in the next video. Bye.